I2EN, its goal is, we are in the business of people, right? So its goal is to help the industry, and in my case, the nuclear industry, to educate as many engineers and other skilled workers for the nuclear industry in France, but also in other countries. So that's how we are established. And how do we do this? With what we think a very interesting model. We are a hub. We're not doing everything ourselves. We're just a hub. So we're creating many strong partnerships, and we have partnerships. It's based on 3 pillars: government, so public, private, the nuclear industry, and institutions, academic institutions, research institutions, which we bring all together in a kind of framework, and that's a perfect framework to work together. And there are several reasons why this works very well. Students, they need to have a vision. They want to understand where they will find a job in a couple of years. So, and the government, and specifically in the nuclear arena, the government is extremely important in giving a vision, a long-term vision. And they need a long-term vision. So the academics, of course, they know how to build the program, they know how to educate and how to train the students. They do a very good job in that, but they have to be connected to each other for different reasons, among others, innovation, and also international, because it's something which is only can work at a very international level. And then the industry is another very important pillar. Because of the need of these students, they need to be very well aligned what they learn with what the industry actually needs in terms of innovation, for example. And that is something the industry, collaborating with the academic, can very well define. So they can help them to align themselves. So these students coming into the business, they will be operational from day one. It is a tremendous and huge industry, and it's not only about technical skills. I would even say perhaps the bulk is non-technical. So they have to, first of all, it's an international business. And international means meeting with people, understanding other cultures, understanding how you do business in different countries, and discussing with very different industrial environments. So then they must understand each other. And this is not something you easily can learn from the internet, right? So you have to learn these skills by going into the field and discussing discussing with other partners and counterparts. The other thing is, we need innovation. Business is innovation. And to have innovation, you need 2 things. You need brilliant minds, but you also need to get together in order to make something happen. Have this little spark, which at the end of the day is perhaps an innovation and perhaps a huge business. So this also is something which needs to be developed, and it has been developed, and is very strongly supported by the industry. You shouldn't be just focusing on mechanical engineering, although it's important, or neutronics, although it's important, but it also really needs to perhaps speak a few languages, understand each other, look how people react, and have this interaction with other people, which is hugely important. First of all, I would like to underscore that we're already collaborating a lot. We have done different educational programs together. We organize summer schools, for example, for different universities in Saudi Arabia, in France, which were very, very successful. So the organization is already ongoing. Secondly, there's a huge trend toward new technologies. You were speaking about artificial intelligence, digital science, and there is a big push from the Gulf countries to develop this and to invest in this. These techniques are very important also for technologies like energy transition, and also nuclear energy, carbon-free energies. So these areas very, very naturally should be developed together. And I would like to say that it is not something which comes without any effort. We have really to make it work, because the cultures are very different. And if we want to make this work, we have to set up really programs with students, exchange of students, that helps very well. Exchange of professors has been done already with France and in many areas, but perhaps not enough. and perhaps look at programs which are really shared and compared with each other. It's extremely important that we have similar quality of the programs, similar quality levels. So we have to look at how can we compare this. So these workers which are trained with these programs, they can find work in France, they can find work in all the other countries interested in this. So we have a shared pool of competencies.